Here at R&A Scott, we hold the MAN Truck and Bus UK franchise for Gainsborough and the surrounding area. But we don't just service and repair trucks, we do cars as well. Our competitive car service and MOT packages start from as little as £99 and include parts, labour and VAT. But we're not just fanatical about vehicles, we are passionate about football too and are proud to sponsor Gainsborough Trinity.
We wait for David Jones to conduct his final checks. And we're underway. Middleton looking out to the right hand side straight away. Gav Allett getting up, beaten in the air by Louis Barnes, but Kingsley James looks to turn the ball forward. Ashley Worsfold trying to get in behind, but Mark Roberts sees the ball behind for a goal kick. Crosses halfway, gets the ball into the feet of Tony Gray. Gray helps it on the overlapping run. Ben Garrity down on the right hand side, cuts it back in towards the danger area. Good sliding challenge intervention from Nathan Hopp, but it only falls to the edge of the area. Trinity on the back foot a little bit. Simon Russell offering the support. Byrne tries the curler, as you can hear by the Carlisle Street fans. It went a lot higher and a lot wider than he would have intended that. Topless coming forward. Rolls it down the line, finds Gavin Allett. Allett sets Topless delivering first time in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Patted down by McMillan, recovered by Kingsley James. James leaves it for Jamie Green, who can deliver first time, digging it out. Helped out by Steve Jennings. Picking up the loose ball, Jamie Green tries to turn it forward. Helped inside, superb little header inside, finds Worsfold. And Worsfold, his layoff's a little bit loose, but Sam Topless coming forward. Lunging challenge there from Scott Sefton, just as Topless would have been thinking about pulling the trigger up as an option, and the experienced goalkeeper chooses to wait, dropping the ball to the edge of his area. And clearing long over halfway. Stainfield's up, beats Gray in the air, but Byrne tries to turn it forward. Topless gets a good foot in, and Kingsley James now releasing Simon Russell on the right hand side of midfield. Topless into the feet of Gav Allett, who does well to turn his man. Finds Kingsley James, and if Kingsley James can open the play out, he can, and finds Jamie Green on the left hand side. Green floats it towards the back post. Worsfold trying to get underneath it. There's a hold of his shirt. Worsfold doesn't go to ground though, and does well to win a throw-in. Trinity, a little bit of overplaying on halfway, and now Warrington coming forward. Swift Byrne out on the left-hand side, faced by Nathan Hopp. Byrne coming inside on his right foot, tries to find Tony Gray. McCreath, and over the bar. Rather snatched at that opportunity. It's very warm here in this part of Lincolnshire. Blue skies overhead as Joe Green takes his goal kick and clears over halfway. Allett competing for the ball, Simon Russell looking to follow it up. As it's turned round the corner by Allett, Worsfold through, goes round the keeper, goes to ground. Referee says he's played the ball. That's the sensational challenge. It didn't look that way from up here though, as Worsfold looked like he was taken to ground. Superb link up from the front two. Opening couple of games hasn't quite been there from the Blues. Worsfold winning the flick on, hooked up over halfway by Louis Barnes. McCreath competing, Stainfield there ahead of Gray, held on by Kingsley James. Worsfold now, he's through, he gets clipped, he goes to ground, a free kick right on the edge of the area, but Worsfold's through on goal. It's got to be a red card. Worsfold's through on goal, he's pulling the trigger. We've been awarded a free kick a yard outside the box. Tony McMillan goes across to appeal. A clear goal scoring opportunity's been denied there. Worsfold gets the next touch on the ball, puts the ball into the back of the net, up against the goalkeeper. But the referee, with the yellow card in hand, deems that to be.
How can that not have been the last foul? How can that not have been the last
That's an unbelievable decision from the referee, David Jones. He's turned away a penalty, and Trinity, with only a free kick to show, for it. The ball virtually on the line on the edge of the box. Jamie Green, Joe Maguire standing over the ball. Maguire's had a good go from this sort of range in pre-season. Jamie Green has undoubted ability with his left foot. Will it be a left, will it be a right? 7 men in the Warrington wall. Joe Maguire steps up through the wall, over the bar and still rising. Chalk on his boots. It's left for Alex Byrne. Byrne coming in field now, right foot it. Dinks the ball over the top, looks for Garrity. Garrity helps it into the area. Gray can't get any power in his header and it loops up nicely for Joe Green. Finding Mitchell Duggan. Gray turns the ball around the corner, he's offside, but the flag hasn't gone up. Trinity must be playing a little bit of an unflat back line as the ball's worked into Tony Gray. Stainfield recovers brilliantly and just about gets a foot on the ball. Couple of bounces of the ball. And a flat clearance this time. Looking to find Gavin Allett out on the Trinity left-hand side. But Duggan's able to come forward over halfway unopposed. Duggan with men forward, delivers into the area. Tony Gray brings the ball down. The flag is up this time. A sharp flag that time from the assistant referee. And Tony Gray rolls the ball into the net, but it won't stand. It's been chalked off. The flag was up. Warrington looking to come forward, playing out from the back as the skipper, Mark Roberts, plays it into the feet of Garrity. Garrity's away from a couple of challenges and finds Tony Gray. And Gray looks to release Alex Byrne down the Gainsborough right-hand side. Byrne turns it goalwards, it's a yard wide of the upright. But Byrne, with room to get a shot away, can't keep on giving him opportunities, can't keep on giving him openings like that. And Jamie Green's in a position ready to take on the edge of the 18-yard box down the Trinity left-hand side. No one shown. Middleton gives it back to Green. Green delivers into the area. Gav Allett's up, bounces down. Louis Barnes just in the right place. And Joe Maguire up against Tony Gray. Before the ball's dinked over the top. Ben Garrity bursting from midfield. Stainfield getting back at him. Stainfield goes to ground. Superb challenge from Stainfield. Time to perfection. And a goal kick goes Trinity's way. Even better. As for Warrington bench are apoplectic. Yep, consistency. Steve Jennings sweeps it out to the left-hand side and invites the left back forward. Barnes into Sefton. Sefton keeping the ball going out to the right-hand side. Jack McCreef now up against Jamie Green. McCreef showing the ball, trying to get to the byline. Green recovering, but McCreef along the goal line. Fires the ball in, takes deflection, still in the field of play, but it's now out of play on the far side. Jamie Green can't direct it into the area, and now Tony Gray looking to profit. Nathan Hots across and finds namesake Stainfield, who clears up towards Allett. Kingsley James joins in, gets it back from Worsfold, and Kingsley James right foot, lets fly. The goal not in danger, but Trinity starting to play a little bit. To come, Joe Green does come, gets there, and a long straight clearance straight down the middle. Allett's competing, Simon Russell trying to get there for the loose ball. Does well to get there first and feeds it out to Sam Topless. Russell gets it back. Russell looking to exchange passes. Superb play from Trinity. Worsfold, Russell can't get it out of his feet. He finds Allett. Allett can't feed it through. Trinity probing on the left-hand side. Low across the box. Kingsley James. Allett flashes one over. I completely lost the power of speech in that little passage of play. But Trinity knocking. And now the Holy Blues are able to work their way out from defence to attack, with Worsfold looking to get in behind. Worsfold goes to ground. It's a decision for the referee to make. The referee not interested in making it, but Worsfold playing on the shoulder of McCartan, playing on the shoulder of Mark Roberts, causing both no end of problems, but the referee's not interested. But the assistant referees had a little bit too much to say, drawing attention to something that might have been said by Liam King. King at half-time wanted a word with the referee, a couple of the decisions that have been made, and now Liam King is being booked for having too much to say. Thrown down the line by Topless, helped on by Allett. Russell bursting onto the ball, finds Kingsley James. Kingsley James tries to help it out to Jamie Green, bombing on from left back. Kingsley James, a willing outlet for Green. feeds it into the feet of Worsfold. Worsfold holds the ball. Kingsley James adds a little bit of creativity, adds the overlap as Worsfold tries to take out John Rudkin. His boots were on the wrong feet this time. In to find the ball out to Kingsley James on the left-hand side. Perhaps needed to have a shot as Tony Gray finds a pocket of space in behind Nathan Stainfield and brings the ball down really well. As Warrington now cross halfway, looking to turn defence to attack. The ball over top, looking for Tony Gray as Joe Green goes out, punches two-handed, dominant goalkeeping, and the free kick does go Trinity's way. The offside flag up. The Holy Blues will certainly feel like they should have more out of this game than they currently have at this stage, as Kingsley James gets on the end of the back post, steers it back across goal. Gav Allett can't react, it's just behind him, but superb awareness from Kingsley James in a dangerous area to put a long throw into the box. Chadwick gets the ball back and delivers left-footed into the area, helped on by Byrne. Gray trying to make a nuisance of himself, Russell getting there just before Byrne's able to get a shot in. Mitchell Duggan finding Jack McCreef. McCreef down the line. Simon Russell in the right place, goes to ground. Trinity being played round. Chadwick, daisy cutter, comfortable for Joe Green. Substitute Chadwick, rather snatching at that effort. Joe Green will need to construct a good wall and certainly be on his mettle to deal with anything that gets over, under or through the wall. Chadwick fancies this left footer. Alex Byrne also fancies it with his right. 5 Trinity men in the wall as Chadwick steps up into the wall. The Gainsborough wall unmoved. But Louis Barnes coming forward from left back tries to trick his way inside. Then goes past Simon Russell into the side netting. Looking to drive through the gears. Feeds the ball out to McCreef on the right hand side. McCreef up against Jamie Green. McCreef gets to the byline and delivers deep to the back post. Topless, his header doesn't go anywhere. Sefton finds it, deflect it wide for a corner. Goalmouth scramble, and it's a corner to Warrington. Can't get the ball out of his feet. Hammered up towards halfway. Stainfield getting round. Josh Amos already on, looking to back in, looking to bully Stainfield. Stainfield getting a touch in. Assistant referee doesn't see the ball's gone out of play, and Kingsley James now with the ball. Looking to dink the ball over top, looking for Gavin Allett. The flag stays down. Ross Hannah up as an option. Hannah leaning back over the bar. Came too soon to him after coming on as a substitute, but that was a great opportunity for Trinity. Ross Hannah working his way across the front line, but Mitchell Duggan able to come forward, floats it in towards Amos. Amos glances it forward, over the bar. Joe Green got something of a touch on it, didn't know too much about it in that danger area right above his head. Managed to touch it over the bar, just. Mitchell Duggan now, stepping over halfway. Unopposed, he's allowed to travel before Middleton goes to engage. Head it clear by Joe Maguire, up towards halfway. But Mitchell finds his left back. Louis Barnes, ball into feet, finds Gray, and Gray lets fly. It's half a yard over the top. Gray holds his head in his hand. Referees count it back to the wall. 2 men in that Warrington wall. There's a third, Josh Amos, maybe making that a 4-man wall. Told that Amos doesn't need to be there, but there is a 3-man wall. Mitchell Duggan can't make up his mind, does he want to be on the left or the right hand side as he pushes the wall across. Middleton now steps up, floats it in towards the penalty area, head it down, goalwards. Oh, half a yard wide of the post. Head in hands. Joe Maguire looking to get on the end of that. That must be the final chance. 90 plus 6 minutes. It's ended here at the Martin & Co Arena. Gainsborough Trinity 0, Warrington Town 0. And the main talking point of this afternoon's game, a refereeing performance that could possibly have robbed Trinity of all 3 points. Thanks for tuning in. We're back in action again on Monday when we travel to Matlock Town at the Proctor Cars Stadium.